Hi, this is Rafael. We're going to give you a quick tour of Cloudfire. Cloudfire is a platform for developing and deploying applications in the cloud. With Cloudfire, applications can focus on the business domain, and Cloudfire provides the architecture automatically. Cloudfire is based on Orion, so all the development happens inside the browser. One of the things that Cloudfire gets from Orion is the Git support. For instance, with Git support, Cloudfire uses this action to get example projects into your workspace. Cloudfire also extends Orion's editor to provide syntax highlighting, outline tree, and validation. Most features in Cloudfire are available as commands from the shell page. You can use the Cloudfire app deploy command to deploy your latest changes. Or the full deploy command to deploy the changes to the database as well. And if your application has tests, you can use the run test command to run them. You can also click on the pass or fail icons to go to the test that's passing or failing. Cloudfire applications are actually made of UML models, but we use a texture notation for UML. So all the nice constructs that UML offers, such as associations, state machines, and constraints, are available to your programs. Let's take a look. So this is an example application that handles expense reporting. So it has three entities: category, expense, and employee. So let's go take a look at some interesting features. For instance, the expense class has a status machine, or better, a state machine. This is it. Basically, it says there are a few states. Draft is one of them, submitted is another, approved is another, and the last one rejected. And you can see also the transitions here. So from draft, you can go to approve if you hit the submit action. And this expense is eligible for automatic approval, or you go to the submitted state if it's not. There's also preconditions on operations. So an operation is only available if the precondition is satisfied. There's also queries. For instance, this query here finds expenses of a given category. It's actually used in the category class to declare a derived relationship. So there's this relationship in the category that is going to show all the expenses that belong to that category. Let's see how the generated user interface looks like. You see all the entities that were modeled here. Expenses, have a few of them, different statuses. This one is in draft mode, so you can try to submit it. Note how the submit action is available now that it's in draft mode. But as soon as I submit it, that action stops being available, and then I get 3 different new actions available. And that's based on the state machine that we modeled in the application. Also, let's go take a look at the employee class. You can see here for each employee, you can see the expenses that that employee reported. And you also have different views into the employee expenses featured by the status. So this employee has no recorded expenses. It has a submitted one. If you take it back to draft, it goes away from here and now appears in the recorded tab. You can do the opposite, you can submit it, and then you should leave this tab and here we appear under the submitted expenses tab. You can see too that the totals based on the status are changing as I'm making those changes. Oh, since this expense actually was qualified for automatic approval, when I submitted it again, it went straight into approved.